What's good, Roberto?
I'm all right, brother. How are you doing? You're looking sharper than I am supposed to be looking, and you look like you just got paid.
No, we gotta look like this, man. We gotta love what we do.
Awesome, man. Talk to me.
Yeah, it's good to have you now.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
How is everything there in Lusaka, Zambia?
Everything right now is amazing, good. Despite COVID-19, I believe that we need to be thankful that we are alive. We have lost a couple of friends along the way, but God is definitely blessing us and giving life for a reason, for a purpose. And right now, I'm very happy because I've got a brand new song that is already trending. So I'm just like feeling great about everything. So yeah, I'm happy.
We're going to talk about the song later. It's been more than 12 years now with 5 albums under your name. What comes in your mind when you think of this incredible journey?
Wow, man. Challenges along the way. It's really been crazy, like really been crazy because I believe that people grow with you and you seem to understand how everybody understands you. At some point, people feel like, because they know you in this direction. So when you do something different, they feel like, he's lost direction. But music is all about being diverse. You change with time, you grow with time, and you can never be at the same level. Even at home, for you to put a roof, you need to move from this level to that level to that level, and that's pretty much how. So it's really been an incredible journey. It is one that I believe is still ongoing, and God is blessing us.
Yeah. What has been the most challenging experiences through this time?
Wow. I would say trying to be relevant, It's not easy because you are constantly trying to outsmart, outclass, and outbeat your previous songs. And that is usually a challenge because you always have to come up with something really unique, something really good, better than the last time, and I believe that is one of the greatest challenges. And I'm sure if you ask somebody else that question, they might have a different answer. But I believe that the greatest competition is with yourself because you always have to be incredible each time you release something. So I'll pick on that.
Okay. When you think of how far you have come from and the obstacles you have faced, what do you think have given you strength to keep push forward?
Wow. I think just the support that I get. There are times when I'm not like you, man. There are times when I felt like, man, this is it. That's it. I'm done. I'm off. I'm not gonna continue, And then you just get a phone call from someone like, listen, you in Kenya. I'm like, wait, guys, I was thinking about packing up, So just the support that I get every time that I feel like things are not working out for me is what reignites the energy, that drive where you feel like, I think there are people out there that appreciate me, so let me just continue doing what I'm doing. And it also goes back to what I mentioned earlier on about trying to be better than who you were yesterday. That's who I am. I've always told myself, I'm not going to be a quitter. I cannot quit on people that love and support my music. So yeah, you always have to keep fighting and pushing. And that's pretty much my MO.
Oh, yeah. Since you started your career, you have always been financing your videos. Is this how you chose to do your music?
No, not necessarily. Because in the beginning, we actually, my brother and I, we used to send a lot of letters to record labels across the world. Like, we've got these songs that we've done. If you sign us up, we're going to bring you a lot of money, this and that. And we never got any response. Zero, not even one of those got back. But we are at a time where a lot of people are concentrating on their businesses, and it's up to you to prove that you can do something. Surprisingly, up to now, there's people who feel, Roberto's not good enough. You know what I mean? Because they feel they cannot really just admit to it. I don't know if I'm good enough, but I believe I'm good at what I do. And I want to believe that there are people out there that believe that I'm good at what I do. But it's not everybody that is going to appreciate you.
Yes.
And so sometimes we do reach out to other corporate institutions and say, listen, this is what we want to do. Can you chip in and help us do that? And then, they'll tell you a story here and there and nothing happens. So what do? You go back to your own personal pocket and keep your career going. Because at the end of the day, it's only you that understands the pressure that you might be having in your own home. It's only you that understands what you need to do for your brand. So for as long as God gives me the opportunity to finance my project, and he gives me opportunities to go and perform in other countries, that brings revenue back to us, and that keeps this, brand moving, I will always get to do that. To a point where when others come on board and say, listen, now we want to help you, I'm sure it's going to be easy for them because they already have found a foundation that we laid already that is already growing.
Interesting to hear about that. You can speak about Roberto without mentioning your smash hit Amarulah. What impact did it bring into your career?
Big. Huge impact. Now, I'll not lie to you, man. Big, very big impact. I don't think I've ever been to any place and nobody has ever mentioned, like they've not mentioned Amarulah. Every time I go somewhere, even today, 5 years later, when I say, my name is Roberto, they're like, Amarulah. Even in a meeting, you know what I mean? Like everybody like, okay, everybody introduce yourselves to this and says, my name is this and that. And then when it comes to me and I say, hi guys, my name is Roberto, then everybody says, Amarulah. So,
it's crazy.
I feel that song really just took my brand to another level.
Oh yeah.
It opened more doors. Yeah, definitely. It opened more doors for me. It is still opening doors because I still get a lot of feedback up to today. There are people who are only discovering the song now, and they're like, hey, I've heard this new song. I really like it. I just heard it at a party, and then so it's amazing how every year it seems to come back. We always feel like, okay, now it's cooling down, and then someone somewhere posts the video, then boom, it starts all over again. So I don't think we ever want to disturb that song. We've just let it be. It's pushing itself, helping us, grow the great thing. So I'm really thankful to everybody that is still enjoying that song, that is still playing that song. It's your song at the end of the day, so please keep enjoying it.
Okay.
You and your brother General Ozzy have a record label, Brotherhood Music, right? How has the label contributed to the growth of Zambian music industry so far?
Well, Brotherhood Music started when we were still, I think, in like 5th grade, because that's when we really started the music thing, in the 5th grade. And our dream was to help other people's careers, because at some point we tried everything and it was not working. So we just made a commitment that once everything starts to take off, we would give other people an opportunity. And that is exactly what we did. So we started getting artists on board and giving them contracts, and we would make sure that each of these artists get the very same platform that we were getting. So when we go for an interview and the TV station, for example, says, hi, we want you to come and perform 3 songs. I would perform 1 song, General Oz would perform 1 song, and one of our artists would perform 1 song, because we wanted them to have the very same platform we were having. And that has been the tradition. Everywhere we go, we always travel with somebody, either 2 or 3 artists that we believe are great. And even when we go to these other towns, the one thing that I always do, even when I'm in Tanzania, I've done this before. I always respect the artists that are performing. I don't like to say, oh no, Roberto is the headline act. No. The local artists are the headline acts. So even when I go to these countries, I make sure that the local artists get the very same opportunities, privileges that I am also getting. And on my show, I always make sure that I call them on stage and acknowledge them and say, guys, thank you for what you're doing. Keep representing your country. Keep representing your town. That is the reason why there's Brotherhood Music. So you might not be on the label, but somehow, some way, if I am there or General Oz is there, we will credit you as someone that the world needs to know and appreciate and say, this person actually exists.
Wow, that's very humble for you, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. You have done 2 collabs so far with Tanzanian artists. First with Vanessa, then Rosa Ree. How exciting was it working with these two beautiful ladies.
I'm glad you said beautiful. I'm glad it didn't come from me first. You said it first.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I met Vanessa. The first time I met Vanessa was in Kenya at the MTV Awards, and she was a presenter then, and Vanessa, she was just all over the place, and so I'm like, who is this girl who's just with this whole vibe, and she was really cool to talk to. And then I approached her because she didn't even know who I was. I'm like, hey, what's up? This is Roberto. I'm from Zambia. And she's like, oh, nice, Zambia, your neighbor. And she just gave me a hug. I'm like, yeah. And then we exchanged numbers, and we communicated, and then communication just went off. So when I went to Kenya, whilst I was promoting Amarulah, she was at Coke Studio with Two-Face.
Oh, yeah.
So this guy took me on a tour there. So whilst I was at Coke Studio, I saw him, like, hey, Vanessa. Is like, I know you from somewhere. I'm like, yeah, this is Roberto. She's like, oh, yeah. So we kind of like linked up. And she's like, oh, I love your song, Amarulah. It's great. Then she introduced me to Two-Face. Like, do you know this guy? It's like, no, I haven't heard of him. It's like, no, the song Amarulah. Is like, oh, yeah, I heard the songs. So I was like, wow, okay. So she really was like this big thing, and we decided, okay, let's work on a song together. And when I was in Rwanda, we worked on a song with the guys from Kina Music. So I sent her the song, and she was like, I love this song, and I'm gonna jump on it. So she recorded her verses with Nareel, and then they sent me the vocal, and we decided to do the video, and it's just been amazing. So Vanessa has been a great friend from the past 8-9 years, and then Rosa Ree. I watched her video on TV, right? And I saw one video, then I saw another video. I'm like, this girl is hot. So I sent her a message. She never replied. I was like, what? How can she do this? Never replied. I'm like, wow, girl, man, how can she do this? I'm like all up in her Instagram. I'm like, yo, your songs are great. Maybe one day we can do a song together. Nothing. I was like, damn, man, this is not gonna work. And then from nowhere, I just see a message from Rosa Ree. I'm like, she's like, hi, how you doing? Sorry for the late reply. I had not seen the message, blah, 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 blah. But hey, I've been a fan of your music for a very long time. I'm so happy to hear from you. Then she's like, please, this is my number. Call me when you want to call me. I was like, whoa, wait. She's actually giving me her number? So I called her, like, hey, what's up? This is Roberto. And we chatted for a very long time. It was almost like we knew each other, you know what I mean? Oh, and she was like, listen, I've got a song. Can we do a song together? So my side, I didn't want to make it look obvious that I was excited about it. I was like, yeah, let me think about it. Meanwhile, I'd already said yes this time. But yeah, long story short, these two ladies have been amazing friends to me. We communicate when we can. I think lately I speak more with Rosa Ree because we have a number of projects that we are working on together. So it's always this back and forth. And the other people that, are in our circles. So we kind of keep close contact. With Vanessa, I hit her up time and time again. I think the last time I dropped the song, I sent her a message like, hey, check out this video. And she responded, and she told me like, hey, now I'm in the USA. I'm on this break, this and that. So they're both great friends. I value them, highly. I appreciate them. I respect them. I respect their music. I respect the fact that they do take time to even talk to me in their busy schedule, which is something that I really, really appreciate. So I love these guys, really, really amazing people.
Any male artist in Tanzania you like to work with in the future?
Man, that question is so difficult, man, because your industry guys, oh man, you guys are amazing. They're a lot of amazing artists. I've known Sheta for a while. Sheta, I've known him for I think 6 years now. And even when he comes to he's bugging me, hey, where are you? Bring ugali. So Sheta is a good friend of mine. I speak with Mario. I've known Mario since he started. Just when he started, we used to communicate a lot. And I'm happy to see him to be the artist that he is today. He's such a great guy. There are a couple of that I would love to work with. Harmonize is amazing. Ali Kiba is amazing. Diamond, Darasa. These guys are really amazing. I follow a lot of music from Tanzania, and it's hard for me to want to work with one artist because each one is different and they're beautiful in the music. You know what I mean? So hopefully I can work with all of them one day. Hopefully.
I'm happy that you have a great knowledge about Tanzanian music industry, and that's a credit for us.
Thank you. Big time to AY as well. AY is an amazing brother. I've been to his home. Yeah, I've been to his home. I decided to cook. He decided to turn off the power because he said the food was smelling too good.
He's our brother, one of our pioneers. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's great, man.
You are credited as the director for your new music video, Fiance, featuring Chandana K. Is this your new direction, Roberto, the music director?
You know, the interesting thing is that when I was in high school, I used to do a lot of literature, poetry, and then I started doing a lot of film study.
Okay.
So one of the films that we used to work on was a film by Shakespeare called Macbeth. So we were told to study everything from the cinematography to the screenplay, everything. So that is when I started this interest in film. And then we were told to study another movie called Strictly Ballroom. So we were told to study everything, the color, what certain light, what it means if, for example, someone puts a light underneath. So like I've always had this passion for film. And all my music videos, I've had at least something to do in that video. Either there's a script that I wrote and then gave it to the director, then they made it, one of their own. And so now we bought our own video equipment, and we decided to get equipment that, is world-renowned. We set up our own video production company. And I felt, let me invest in this talent that I feel like I have. Because if today I quit music, I can guarantee you I'm going straight to film. And that's how things have been. So it's exciting to, think differently. And I love the fact that I'm now getting to direct my videos. And I think I'm learning with each video. So I'm sure they'll be improving as time goes on. But not to say that I'm doing it alone. I have an amazing team of people that I work with. There's Lance Cooper as well, who I'm working with right now, who is an amazing video director, editor, and he's amazing. So it's good to actually learn stuff from him, and we get along pretty well.
Okay.
Now, can you please tell us about this new song, Fiance, and who are Chandana K?
Oh man, Chandana K. These guys are new. They're new on the scene. They are from a town called Kitwe. So Kitwe is like 5 hours drive from Lusaka, and if you go by air, it's about 45 minutes flight, and it's on the line of rail. So Kitwe is like the hub for the new wave of artists. Kitwe and Ndola. These two towns are like meeting, they're like right next to each other. But not to say that these other towns are not producing amazing artists. Everyone is just doing the most. Only that Chandana K are from Kitwe. So they have been releasing songs that have got this interesting vibe to it. Like they mention one thing and the guy answers. So people love that. So I thought, I wanted to do something that gives people the opportunity to just feel good. Right now we've been in this lockdown. Everybody's just having brides at home, partying from home. So we wanted to give them a song that they can vibe to. Hopefully when the world is open, this will be the first song you play. And so we brought them on board, and Fiance means everything. It's a language of Bemba here in Zambia. So there are two languages that are widely spoken here. There's Nyanja and Bemba. So Bemba is widely spoken in the Copper Belt province, and Kitwe, Ndola, Chungola, that side, they speak a lot of Bemba. So that's how come the guys sing in Bemba, I sing in Nyanja, and I mix it with English. So in the song, we are talking about how we are willing to do anything for this person that we love. So he is saying that he's going to buy a whole town, a whole suburb for her. He's going to do this and that. He's going to shave his head. He's going to do whatever it is. And then I come on to say, I'm going to sell my liver just to prove to you that I love you. So it's a funny song. And we just wanted people to have a good time, dance to it whilst they're laughing and listening to the song.
The combination is amazing, and I think it's going to blow up right there.
Yeah, definitely.
What's next after this, Mr. Roberto?
I have a brand new song that I'm releasing in September with an artist from Tanzania. So
Wow.
I'm not gonna say much. Yeah. I'm not gonna say much. The video was shot already.
Oh, okay.
We shot the video in Tanzania. Yeah, we shot the video in Tanzania, and it's our next release in September. So I'm looking forward to it. I think by end of September, somewhere there, we should be releasing it. So for now, we just wanted to set the tone and get you guys grooving and dancing, so that come next month, September, Tanzania is just gonna be enjoying a brand new Roberto song featuring Tin 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 Tin.
We can't wait for that.
Nice.
Yeah. Roberto, it was a pleasure talking to you, my brother, and I'm happy that you're very humble in spite of all the greatness that you have done.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you to everybody who is supporting my music. You know, it means the world to know that I have a home in Tanzania. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, brother. Have a nice weekend.
You too, man. You take care.